A 54-run margin isn't a defeat, it is a beating, it is a shellacking. And that's exactly what Mumbai Indians gave to the Lucknow Super Giants. Of course, Lucknow Super Giants were visiting the home of Mumbai Indians at the Wankhede Stadium. With this win, Mumbai Indians now sit pretty on the points table with 12 points, having played 10 games. We're going to break this game down into 5 major points, and we'll start with just the overall position of Mumbai Indians. For a team that had won just 1 out of their first 5 games, look at what they have done in the next 5 games. That is win 5 out of 5, and that is why they are sitting with 12 points. But if you've been following Mumbai Indians, this may be unusual for most other teams. For Mumbai Indians, this isn't unusual. They tend to be slow starters, and whenever they are slow starters, they then become dangerous in the latter half of the tournament. And this Mumbai Indian team, with all the other boxes being ticked, does seem to be that dangerous team that all other teams need to be wary of. They're already sitting in the top 4 right now, and they will be a top contender to remain there, at the risk of displacing a few teams that up until now had been dominating the IPL points table. Point number 2 is going to be the return of form of Suryakumar Yadav. Once again, an outstanding knock by him, but that's another thing that you expect whenever the game is at the Wankhede Stadium. 54 he gets of just 28 deliveries, and it's not just this knock, but in this season, Suryakumar Yadav has really revived his fortunes with the bat. Remember, Suryakumar Yadav is the T20 captain for the Indian team. His form at the international level has been a bit patchy in the last few matches that he played for India. But come the IPL, he started slow, but now in terrific form. And guess what? With this 50, he is now second in the orange cap list with a total of 427 runs. But you know what is really stark and something that really needs to be noticed in that top table? Yes, a lot of them in the top run getters will be sitting with 400, some with 400 plus runs. But what really stands out for Suryakumar Yadav is his strike rate. He's striking it at 170, and then being second on the orange cap list speaks a lot about his form. And even in this game, again, not just about his runs, the manner in which he gave you those runs was typical Suryakumar Yadav, vintage Suryakumar Yadav. The paddle was out, those pulls were out, ball that is heading to his face where most other people would be scared. He's hitting them towards fine leg for 4s and 6s. The vintage Suryakumar Yadav was on display, and that's, as I said, good news not just for Mumbai Indians, but good news for Indian cricket fans in general. And talking about good news for Indian cricket fans, that takes me to our point number 2, and that is Boom Boom Bumrah, who is slowly and steadily getting back into form. On this occasion, 4 wickets, giving away just 22 runs. And the standout bit is not just those 4 wickets, which is again match defining, it's also his economy at 5.50. This is a ground where Mumbai batting had gone past 200 runs rather comfortably. This is a high scoring ground, and on this ground for a Jasprit Bumrah to have an economy like that and then pick up these many wickets just tells you he's getting back to his best. He also started slowly, gradually, but slowly and steadily now seems to be performing at his peak. And just like Suryakumar Yadav, all the other bits of his armory were on display. The Yorker that he bowled to Avesh, but not only that, slower deliveries that he's very good at. Mitch Marsh hits him for a 6. The next 2 deliveries are slower balls, completely deceive him. So every skill that he has was slowly and steadily coming back to the fore, and that is our point number 2. Talking about fast bowlers making a comeback, must mention, even though Lucknow Super Giants lost, must mention Mayank Yadav, the Delhi Express. Remember, he had a long injury layoff. We got to see him for the very first time in this IPL, and we're happy to report that he looked good. Picked up 2 wickets, giving away 40 runs while he was a bit expensive, going 10 and over, but still picked up those 2 wickets, and his pace wasn't also too down. Yes, he's been known to touch 150 plus, plus. Here he was 140 and 140 plus, about 10 kmph low on what we had seen him earlier. But remember, first game after a long injury layoff, so slowly and steadily you'll see him also performing at the top level. But that again is good news, not just for Lucknow Super Giants, for Indian cricket in general, because he was being seen as that next out and out fast bowler that India would like to have, probably in all formats, but if not all, at least to begin with in white ball. And then we get to our fifth and final point, and that isn't great news for Lucknow Super Giants. Not just least the fact that they've lost this game, but the form of their captain Rishabh Pant with the bat. He disappointed once again, just getting 4 runs, and now out of the 9 innings that he's played, he's just got 110 runs in 9 innings, and that isn't really matching up to the high standards that Rishabh Pant has set in all other formats, even when he's played for India or even in the IPL in previous seasons. Yes, he may have had patchy times, but he's never had it this bad as it seems to be in this season. And what's making matters was Lucknow Super Giants have been winning, losing, never had a consistent winning run, and that puts them in a precarious position. 10 matches, 10 points, and now it is looking increasingly difficult for the Lucknow Super Giants team to qualify for the playoffs. So that also will not reflect very well on Pant, the captain, and to top it all and to make matters worse, his bat also isn't really firing. Give us a like if you're enjoying our content. This was the match report in the game that was played between Mumbai and Lucknow. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Nikhil Nas signing off.